Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. It's Wednesday, which means it's brand new comic book day. New comics are hitting the shelves all across the world. Digitally, physically, like, you can get them any way you want. It's like the best day of the week because it's new comic book day. Now, Marvel's hooked us up with Doctor Strange #1, Legacy number 391 by Mark Waid and then Jesus Saiz. It's a new direction for Doctor Strange. Really interesting. Honestly, I read this and still kind of debating what I think about it. So art by Jesus Saiz, lettering by Cory Petit, and then cover by Saiz. There's a bunch of variants. Designers Anthony Gabino, assistant editor Kathleen Wisniewski, editor Nick Lowe, editor-in-chief C.B. Cebulski. How do I say this? So basically, Doctor Strange is kind of having some performance issues. Magic's not going the way he likes it, and he needs to go out and search for magic, not on Earth, but in space. It's a really cool concept. I like the idea. I'm not sure if I totally dig the execution of the first issue. Story-wise, like, there's just something that doesn't quite click for me. I have a feeling when the first arc is done, it's going to be really good. But it's a very different. It feels very Guardians of the Galaxy. You might as well have thrown him on Guardians of the Galaxy and just made him a member type of thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It is a very different direction for Doctor Strange, and I don't think I was just kind of prepared for that. What I do like, though, is Mark Waid's writing. I think the writing is really fascinating in that it reads like a book. It reads like a picture book. There's very little dialogue. It is kind of like captions and, yeah, like it's kind of reading like a journal in many ways. It's really fascinating writing style. For that, I really like it. It's a different comic. The voice of it is very different than everything else that I've read this week so far. And generally, it's very different than a lot of comics that are out. So for that, massive props. I think Mark Waid actually did a really cool job with that. And yeah, it's an interesting direction. I dig the art. There's some actually really cool stuff. I'm going to show off that. As I said, the art is pretty cool. There is some solid stuff in there. The text stuff gets a little bit weird in that, again, it feels very Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I don't want to show off the end of that. And it kind of just feels like Tony Stark in space with a magic rift. And I think that's part of the point of the story, is that it's really kind of challenging this idea of what is magic in the Marvel Universe. And I think it'll be interesting to see where it goes. This isn't one I'm going to write off right away. I kind of want to see where the art goes. And we'll see, how it wraps up, basically. The art is really solid. The writing style is really interesting. The story itself is intriguing, but doesn't quite hook me. But other than that, like, if you're into Doctor Strange, I think you'll probably dig it. It's definitely a good spot to start. You don't really need to know much before this. So if you ever wanted to check out Doctor Strange, this is an opportunity to do that. It's just a very different direction for the character, and some interesting philosophical stuff that I think that kind of is the potential here. So me, I kind of give this one a middle grade. It's not bad. It's just it doesn't. I think it's going to be read better as a trade. Obviously, Marvel's hooked us up with this. I want to thank Marvel for the support and the review copy. You should go get this, and if you want to go get this, you should get this at comic book shops. Go support your local comic shop. There's a link beneath this video. You can put in your zip code, and it'll tell you if a shop's near you. No shop near you, no problem. We got affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site. If you're into Doctor Strange, if you're into Marvel, if you're into comics in general, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.